The Stoics, Marcus Aurelius Seneca and Epictetus, understood something powerful long before modern dating coaches ever existed. They knew that attraction, respect, and love are all born from self-command, from the energy of a man who doesn't need to prove, perform, or please. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." That's not just philosophy, it's the foundation of attraction. Because when a woman feels a man who's calm under pressure, unshaken by silence, and guided by purpose, she feels something primal, a kind of energy that doesn't beg, doesn't chase, and doesn't lose control. That's the feeling that makes her chase you forever. Not because you manipulate her, but because your presence awakens her trust, respect, and curiosity. So in this video, we'll uncover 10 Stoic principles that reveal how to trigger this timeless feeling, the one that draws a woman in effortlessly. We'll explore the lessons of the ancient philosophers and how they shape the psychology of attraction today. Let's begin. The feeling of stability. He's not moved by emotion. The Stoics believed that true strength begins with emotional mastery. Epictetus wrote, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." When a woman feels that you're not ruled by emotions, that you can stay calm under pressure, she instinctively feels something rare. Trust. Trust is the foundation of attraction. It's what allows her to relax around you, to feel safe, to respect you. Most men lose that energy the moment emotions hit. They overthink, overreact, or overpursue, but the Stoic man remains centered. Modern example, you text her, and she takes hours to reply. Most men panic or try harder. The Stoic man simply continues his day, but unaffected. His energy says, "My peace is not dependent on your response." Practical Stoic advice. Pause before reacting. Observe your emotion. Don't act on it. Let calmness be your new form of confidence. That calm is what triggers her respect. And once a woman respects you, attraction follows naturally. The feeling of mystery. He's present, but not predictable, Seneca once said. To be everywhere is to be nowhere. In relationships, this means don't always be available. When a man's energy is scattered, when he's too accessible, he loses gravity. A Stoic man understands the value of space. He doesn't flood a woman with attention. He lets curiosity grow naturally. Modern example. She messages you, and instead of instantly replying, you respond thoughtfully later. You're not ignoring her. You're showing that your life is full, not waiting. Mystery isn't about playing games, it's about being whole, about showing that your world doesn't revolve around her. Practical Stoic advice. Spend time alone without fear. Build your mission and protect your schedule. Speak less. Mean more. A man who's comfortable in silence radiates power, and a woman will chase that presence because it gives her something to wonder about. The feeling of respect. He lives by principles. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be." Be one. Attraction begins with respect, and respect begins with standards. When a woman sees that you hold yourself to a code, that you live with integrity, purpose, and self-respect, she feels something deeper than physical attraction. She feels reverence. Modern example. You say no when something crosses your values. You keep your word. Even in small things, you choose growth over validation. That steadiness builds a kind of energy that silently commands respect. Stoic application. Define your boundaries clearly. Never sacrifice integrity for approval. Let your actions be your character. When you embody principles, you become the kind of man who doesn't need to chase, because your very presence earns pursuit. The feeling of peace. He brings calm, not chaos. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." When you are calm, composed, and peaceful, people, especially women, feel drawn to you. Why? Because peace is rare. Most men bring emotional turbulence, insecurity, and restlessness. The Stoic man brings stillness. Modern example. She vents her stress. You don't try to fix her or react. You listen calmly, with empathy. That calm presence makes her feel understood and safe. Practical Stoic advice. Practice silence when emotions rise. Breathe before you speak, see? Every challenge is a chance to practice composure. Your peace is contagious. It becomes a mirror that calms her spirit, and the more peace she feels around you, the more she'll seek it again. The feeling of purpose. He's driven by something greater. Seneca said, "To the man who does not know where he wants to go, no wind is favorable." Purpose is the masculine engine of attraction. When you move through life with direction and passion, people naturally follow your energy. Women don't chase men who drift. They chase men who move. Modern example. You're focused on your work, fitness or craft. You're not posting for attention. You're building something. That silent drive becomes magnetic. Stoic application. Write down your long-term mission. Align your daily actions with that goal. Let progress replace approval. When she sees that your purpose comes before pleasure, she'll respect your discipline, and she'll want to be part of that mission. The feeling of challenge. He doesn't break under pressure. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In attraction, challenges will come. Silence, uncertainty, emotional tests, but the Stoic man welcomes them. He knows that resistance is not rejection, it's a test of his emotional endurance. Modern example. She pulls away, becomes distant. You don't panic or chase, you hold your frame. You let time reveal truth. That quiet strength makes her feel safe, because it shows you can handle pressure without collapsing. Practical Stoic advice. Expect emotional tests and can respond with calm curiosity. Never act out of fear. Let every challenge refine your discipline. Women are drawn to men who can endure tension without losing composure, because that's what leadership feels like. 7. The feeling of emotional depth. He feels without losing control. The Stoics were not emotionless, they were emotionally masterful. Seneca said, "He suffers more than necessary, who suffers before it is necessary." Most men suppress or explode. The Stoic man feels, but he doesn't drown. He's open, but measured, vulnerable, but grounded. Modern example. When something hurts you, you acknowledge it, but you don't make it her burden. You process it through reflection, not reaction. Stoic application. Practice journaling instead of venting. Share truth with calm honesty, not impulsive emotion. See emotion as data, not command. This emotional balance triggers something rare, emotional safety. A woman feels she can open up to you because you don't lose yourself in emotion. The feeling of admiration. He doesn't need validation. Epictetus taught, "Seek not that events should happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do." When you stop seeking validation, you become free. And freedom is the most attractive energy a man can carry. Most men chase affirmation. They text to feel wanted. They post to be seen. They flirt to be validated. But the Stoic man lives from inner sufficiency. Modern example. You don't try to impress. You simply live well, speak less, and move with intention. She notices, because that energy is scarce. Practical Stoic advice. Detach from external validation. Let your actions speak louder than your need for attention. Be fulfilled, not fueled by approval. When you need nothing, you attract everything because you radiate freedom, and freedom magnetizes desire. The feeling of growth. He inspires her to evolve. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane." The Stoic man doesn't follow trends. He sets standards. He inspires others to rise, not through control, but through example. When a woman feels that being around you makes her better, she won't want to lose that energy. Modern example, she sees your discipline, you're consistent, you're improving. You keep promises to yourself. That quiet strength motivates her to match your energy. Stoic application. Lead through example. Stay consistent with self-growth. Let your evolution inspire, not demand. The energy of growth creates emotional gravity, and once a woman feels uplifted by your presence, she'll chase that feeling endlessly. 10. The feeling of stillness. He's peace in a chaotic world. In the end, attraction fades when chaos begins. What remains, what makes her stay, is stillness. Marcus Aurelius said, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." Stillness is the essence of masculine presence. It's the energy that says, "You're safe here." Modern example, you're together, and the silence is comfortable. There's no need for constant talking, proving, or performing. Your calm fills the space. That's the feeling that makes her chase. Not excitement, but peace. Practical Stoic advice. Meditate daily. Master the art of quiet confidence. Let peace be your signature energy. When your stillness becomes her calm, she'll chase that peace, and because the world rarely gives it to her. Closing reflection. The Stoic way of attraction. You don't attract her by chasing her. You attract her by becoming the man who doesn't need to. The Stoics understood that love, respect, and power all flow from one source, self-mastery. Marcus Aurelius said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts."